What's up, everyone? Welcome to Jet Baby. Welcome to Jet Baby. I'm at the beach right now. I've been swimming into the globular marshes of the local landscape, gradually delving deeper and deeper and deeper, losing the need for clothing and vocabulary, finding grunts and gibbish ample, finding sexuality in a pork scratching, whilst I ride into the sun sailing towards Arcadia. Upon my return to society, I'm greeted by noisy scenes. I recall the last time I was there seeing a guy getting wheeled out of a bar by a bouncer. Some hideous, fat, debauched bastard writhing over something or other. He was out there wrestling with cobras, stranded in the citrus waves. And if you like the last one, you're going to need a wet wipe for this one. I decide to buy a beer and get shouted at for saying something weird. What's with all these crybabies trying to suspend my desire? Are they not mortals too? To the residents of the paradise and to the residents of the nausea, whilst the mouth is open, you can curl yourself into a ball and roll down a hill. You can do whatever you want. I'm pushing my rock up a hill and I won't be looking back. See, I'm meandering Arcadia, setting my course for more Arcadia. Somehow I ended up in the Pentlands. I said to a runner, "My friend, the fastest way to vacate the Pentlands and enter a public house, please." He laughed. I said, "I'm no man of leisure, you hideous mess. I'm out here sharpening my head to a fine point, I'll have you know." Somehow I ended up in Ladybank. And my friend says he's got a sore tummy and he feels so sick. I took him by his scruff and I said, "My friend, be the power hose or I'll leave you with the broken nose." Somehow I ended up in Budapest. And some young sleaze came up to me and he said, "How you doing, playboy? Where are you from?" I said, "Not right now, buddy. I'm trying to remember the lyrics to a song." Somehow I ended up in Istanbul, searching high and low for a shawarma, but I gather here they don't make them like they do back home. Somehow I ended up in Cusco, pedaling down the spiraling roads of a mountain, but those two Soles menus have given my bowels a serious problem. Somehow I ended up in Malta, Gibraltar, Bangkok, Charleston, Cape Town, London, Florence, baby. Then Milan Fashion Week. Vegas in December is a possibility. I'll just have to see what happens when I get back from Orkney. I did not forget to finish my breakfast today. Welcome to Jet Baby. Home in Jura, I ate 2 flowers. One woke me up to the power in my hands. One made me languid to reaching my demands. Loveless tycoon, forever 22. I fell asleep on the bus and then in the kitchen. Urinal condensation is also overwhelming. The longest reach is the universal reach of God. No one is free of the glass chin. Even in the heart of the Hibernian metabolic essentialism. I got my jaw rattled and I chundered in the urinal. Whilst in my mind saw bonny little babies being taught in school that the whole world's an office. What a tragedy, I thought, rejecting the iron cabinets. At home in Jura, I ate 2 flowers. One woke me up to the power in my hands. One made me languid to reaching my demands. I shouldn't have eaten those flowers. They put me in this mess. My body was like ice blue. Looking back on their life lived. Later on I found a man drinking coffee, saying his God will punish him for peeing standing up, and that my virtue's grey and sloppy. And again I was sick. Go watch the full moon rise, I told him. And people followed me off piste. Later on I ran into a donkey. Hee-haw, he said. Hee-haw. Trying to get something off his chest. Meanwhile, I'm trying to make my way to the Derby. We'll catch up later on, I told him. He smiled and we shook hands. Don't make me come down there and whip your ass in your own country, then he said, changing the tone. What a weapon, I thought, secretly rather liking the madness. At home, at home. At home in Jura, I ate 2 flowers. One woke me up to the power in my hands. One made me languid to reaching my demands. I shouldn't have eaten those flowers. They put me in this mess. My body was like ice blue. Looking back on their life lived. Preferring no reaction, I got off. Starting to feel nerves for the Derby. Today I'm a footballer, tomorrow it's Paul McCartney. Eating sausages made from bits of John Lennon, I made my way to the Derby. A stadium filled with arseholes. Eating sandwiches filled with shit. The rawness of my surroundings prompted me again to be sick. Vomit splattered on my shoes and drops dripped on my chest. I'm sorry, I said. I'm sorry. Starting to cry. Man, my head was so west. I shouldn't have eaten those flowers. Then I wouldn't have been in this mess. I shouldn't have eaten those flowers. They put me in this mess. My body was like ice blue. Looking back on their life lived. At home in Jura, I ate 2 flowers. One woke me up to the power in my hands. One made me languid to reaching my demands. I shouldn't have eaten those flowers. They put me in this mess. My body was like ice blue. Looking back on their life lived. Alice Campbell. So at this stage in the performance, I thought I would maybe give a short autobiography, maybe a statement of intent. I'll do so through this poem. This poem is called Bollock Naked. Bollock naked, bringing utter chaos to an already unhinged show. The Southpaw Pitbull here sharing you a story. Bollock naked. In 1994, I wrestled my way out my mother. The remedial roadrunner here for guerrilla warfare and to empower creativity. Bollock naked. Going on holiday and finding that the life that was once trapped in Florence has long since passed. Finding on my travels meditative modes like Martin Creed, that you can scrunch up a piece of paper and kick it at a bin. And in doing so, re-enchant the coffinscape. Bollock naked. Returning to Scotland with 500 jet baby flyers to bridge the gap between the light and the gaunt Dour vessels. Bollock naked. On June 7th, I showcased my ability to run laps around totalitarian Tasmanian devils and led creative souls back to their bodies, long since housed. Bollock naked. This next poem is going to be my second last poem. It's about the late bard Hamish Henderson, an incarnation of Hamish Henderson playing a sort of psychedelic prank on a Dundonian called Jim. The return to prose and semicolons beats me like a haphazard humdrum. But if I'm to quench the blizzard, I'm to be brave, take my pen and run. I run all the way to the bookies because I live up high in Blackness. And there on the other side of the bookies, I watch a woman undress. I realise then that the world is mine and the woman a product of me. I raise my glass and I toast her a slange. And then I run all the way to the ferry. There in the Tay, I watch orca clap their fins and exclaim and explain to me that I am at one with them and that they are at one with me. Only twice have I seen the orca, and this it was the second. And from them confiding in me, I know I'm a force to be reckoned. So I run kamikaze into the Tay, and I emerge at the forest. A desolate, cosmic sort of place with certain others that must be in alignment. Here I hoo at the moon, and I dig a big hole that leads all the way to China. And there I meet an unhinged kind of man that goes by the name of Mad Fucker Francis. And he's from Dundee. And he saw the girl too, earlier on in the day, get undressed. Sounding a bit crazed and creative, he says with raw passion, "That fucking female figure has sent my head all west. Her power I just cannot fathom. The shift sent me here to do God's good work and return to Dundee with provisions." And you're here too, but I see Hamish sent you, and you're actually still on the ferry. To this I was flabbergasted. What shit does he talk? That I'm still on the ferry? Well, Hamish is a dolphin, yeah, and he swam to you from Kinross, but playing a little game. His game's basis is humility, though not to bring you shame. You and him are divinely entwined, see? So I bid you keep your anger refrained. So I said, "Madfucker Francis, you keep me diffused, but also confused. What the hell does he want from me?" And on that slick note he said, I fade to black now, for I went to a different pub to thee." And on that slick note, I was back on the beach, looking at a choppy Tay. An orca stared back, laughed, sprouted some shit, and then it sailed away from me. All right, this is going to be the last poem. I would like some audience participation for this one, please. I would like you to stamp your feet to about 90 beats per minute. Should sound like that. Keep it going. Cold pints, I need you. I'm never washed, but I'm not new. I'm driving an electric blue crucifix on the highway, and I know where my laptop caught fire last time, so I avoid that, because I need that. And I want you, so I bail you on the Viber. It's the purple phone on my new phone, and baby, I'm coming home. Take off your clothes and get in the bath. The speed limit's 40, but I'm going fast. Save the frail libraries and advance your soul. Buy my app on the App Store and I'll help you grow. I'm in this for the culture. I'm in this for the culture. And I'm doing this because if I don't, then I don't exist. I'm searching for meaning. Kilroy boy, the bright blue boy bombing about the abyss. Luminous pink credit to him for getting Blade Runner 2 screened on Neptune via Fluxus and pay-per-view. I like cold pints, that's why I took 2. Buddy, if you can do me a favour and buy me a chippy when you head back, then I'll pay you back because I need that and I want that. I've got the teddy head of the teddy bear, I'm a chunky boy and I'm well read since I went there and I trust that which looms deep inside me. I don't even need to think. I just walked into the shop with my Dura and I had a drink. I ran my finger along the spines of 7 or 8 books. I knew immediately that shelf's not the one with any luminous hooks. I scoped out the next one and I knew it wasn't there. And the next one. And the next one. And I knew it wasn't there. But then on a small, unassuming shelf I found Mantissa by the late John Fowles. And I just picked that one up at random because something inside me said I need that. So I said okay. I went over to the boy and I said, how much is this one going to cost me then, chieftain? That's about all I can do for you right now. If you'd like to buy a ball, if I've not got shot of them already, I think I maybe have 4 more. They cost £2 and they're signed and editioned original artworks. Donations appreciated, so I'll just leave that over there. Thank you very much. It's good crack, eh? Pretty antagonistic anyway. Cheers, man. Thank you.
I think I followed it.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I followed it.